All right, let's do the rack carry. This is going to be your first chance at getting the kettlebell up on your shoulder. So there's going to be a lot to the gripping and the holding of the kettlebell here as we do this. But this position, this rack position, this is a great way to, first of all, just hold the bell. But secondly, it leads us to some drills down the road. Squatting with the kettlebell here, pressing with the kettlebell here, push pressing with the kettlebell here. So there's a bunch of different things that we do. So getting this position right is important. So to get the bell up, since this is new at this point, we're going to do it this way. It's going to be a deadlift. And then just grab the bell with your other hand, roll it out and around, set it on your arm. So it's resting on my arm, on my forearm. I've got it in my hand here deep. And here's our setup. So the pieces of this. I just mentioned the kettlebell's deep in my hand. Notice how it's down. It's not up across the calluses here. It's down in my hand. It's more on this spot here at the base of my palm. We've talked about this before when we did the hinge stretch. Anytime we're pushing, we want to have weight centered down on this pinky side of your palm, down deep on your palm there. So there's the grip set up there. My thumb is pretty much going right into my collarbone, right here. So if I stick my thumb out, it's right into the middle of my collarbone. The wrist is straight as opposed to laid back, straight. And the forearm's fairly vertical. Different size bells will change that just a little bit, but it's more or less vertical. And it's sitting on my ribs. Shoulders pressed down, up, down, right here. So taking it off, I would roll it off, set it down to the floor. So this is the rack position. Take your time with this. Spend some time. Stand in front of a mirror. Look at it. It's worth getting right. This raises your center of gravity. So just carrying this kettlebell around here, it's very good for your midsection with the center of gravity moving up out of your pelvis here. So let's go through the list. Deep in the palm. Thumb is into my collarbone here. Forearm is relatively vertical. Wrist is straight versus laid back, straight. Shoulders pressed down. So once I'm here, I'm ready to walk. So rack carries are just what the name implies. You get it in the rack position and you carry it around. You can go forward and backwards. You can go sideways, stepping in front and back. Whatever, you do your time. If you have a distance that's like a lap around a room is good, or a certain amount of time, but you do your bit, you bring it back to the center, you roll it off, and deadlift it back to the floor. Safety first. So there's your rack carry.